Hey guys, it's Kayla Waller with Waller Adventures, and you're probably wondering what this thing is. So stick around, check it out. All right, so back when Audrey and I went camping at Fort DeSoto, it was Labor Day weekend, and I was like, I want to have a flag at my campsite, but there was like really nothing on Amazon that I liked to hang flags. Like, you had the little garden flags that you put in the ground, things like that. I just really wasn't liking it. So I was trying to figure out of how I can put a flagpole maybe on my truck, but if a storm came, I didn't want it to knock it down and tear my truck up. So I did some engineering and came up with this. It is pretty awesome. I actually made this back earlier this year, and I filmed that whole process, so I'm getting ready to show it to you now. All right, so we're going to start building this flagpole light post thing. So I got my tools out. I got my drills, I got my jigsaw, I got two of them. Got my little blower, and I got my PVC pipe on the ground. So I'm going to lay out everything so you can kind of see what everything's going to look like up in the air before we actually get to cutting and all that. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like in the air to a certain extent. But this is a side view of it. So this is not to scale. We're going to cut an inch off. So that way this part goes into my tail, my trailer hitch. And this bolt and washers and nut is going to go through it like this. And it's going to go through the part where you normally put like a you know, the bolt to hold your trailer hitch on there. And this is going to hold everything in the trailer hitch. And then this is where the elbow piece comes in to hold this and this together. Then we're going to come up a little ways. Then we're going to put a boat cleat on there. And then this is going to sit here like this. I'm going to cut this pole is 10 feet. I'm going to cut it in half to 5 so that way it fits in the back of my truck when I travel, so I can take it apart. And even if I wanted to, I can, if I don't want to put a flag up, I can just keep it like this and keep the arm out. But it's going to hold that. This is a 1.5 inch pipe, and this one is, I think, 3/4. Let me check. No, it's 1 foot. It's 1 inch. This is a 1 inch pipe. So you come down here, and it's going to have a cap on it like this, and then this is going to screw through the cap. So that way I can hang lights. I can string lights. So while it's hanging up, if I wanted to string lights from here, it will be like another point and go away from it. And then I'm going to screw this in the bottom of it, so that way I can hang a light from it and it will just hang down. And then you come up the pipe all the way to the top. I'm going to have a cap at the top of it, so if it rains or something, it'll keep the water out of it. And I'm going to have a pulley system with a rope and some bolt snaps or dog clips, whatever you want to call them. But I'm going to put the pulley there, and the rope's going to go through it. And then I'm going to have these on the rope so I can adjust how big or how long I want, you know, for my flag. So that way I can get any size flag I want to. And I got 4 of them, so I can put 2 flags up there. But I'll show you more in detail about that once we get going. All right, so your average tail trailer hitch is 2 inches. So this should fit in there like so, because it's 1 and 1.5 inches in diameter. But it fits pretty good. I mean, it's in there pretty snug. And then these bolts, like I showed you earlier, are going to go through here, through this hole. I got to drill a hole through this pipe and put it in, and then I can just lock it in with the washer and the nut. But I'm going to cut this into a foot, maybe a little extra because of the elbow. But this whole piece back here is 7 inches roughly. And so I can just stick it there, and then it'll be like a foot and a couple inches, and it's just going to go straight up. So let's measure this out and cut it. All right, let me get my measuring tape. That right there is a foot, and then I got the elbow. The elbow is like an extra 2 inches, so I'm gonna add an extra 2 inches to it, because that way it will sit here like this, like this will be right at a foot, and then like an extra 2 inches. So I'm gonna do 12, 13, 14. All right, let me double check. Yeah, it's right there at 14. All right, so in case you were wondering, there is a saw for everything. There's one for metal. There's one for, this is wood cutting, and then there's another wood one. And then here is the PVC one. I've already used it. I'm using it on another project. All right, I do not recommend using 2 coolers and 2 paint cans to hold your stuff. Nice. I'm gonna get a piece of sandpaper and sand the edge because it's a little rough looking. This is an extra piece I had with another project that I'm working on, and luckily it's the same size. So I'm just gonna get the stuff off that real quick. So I have thought about making some of this permanent, like the elbow, like this piece and the elbow piece. I might make it permanent later on down the road. I haven't decided yet, but for right now, while I'm working on it and making adjustments as I use it, I'm not going to make it permanent until I know for sure that it's good to go. So this is what's going in the trailer hitch. I want to call it tailgate, but it's not tailgate, but it's going in the trailer hitch. And then that's going to support the other pole. So we're going to take this on the back of the truck, and we're going to mark where I need to put the bolt. So I'm going to measure it so that way you can see. So yeah, so it's right at 7 inches. So this should be like a foot and 3, or like maybe like 2 inches out. So let me do it this way. Well, actually I'm glad I actually did a couple, like 2 extra inches, because I didn't realize that the pipe is actually hitting my spare tire under my truck, which is fine. So I might actually adjust it a little more so it's not hitting my spare tire. So right there is the end of it. Just enough where it's not hitting my tire, but it's hanging out a little bit. So let me mark it real quick. So that's where my bolt's going to go to hold it in right there. So let's go drill the holes in this. All right, let me get this first side. All right. All right. Sweet. There you go. Uh-oh. All right. It needs to be a smidge bigger. So, I mean, I'd rather go bigger than, you know. So, my hole isn't big enough, as you have seen me sit here struggle. I mean, it's right there at it. I need to do the 3/4, or the 3/4 paddle. So I'm going to cut another one of these real quick and go measure it real quick and do the holes again. this is as good as it's gonna get. Oh, look at that. Yeah, now it will fit in there. For the ultimate test. Oh no. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm going to have to glue this. But that's what it would look like. I'm gonna have that 1-inch pole right here to where I can touch it. So I'm gonna take that elbow joint and I'm gonna lightly tap it onto this. Maybe it will hold better. What the problem was is while I was sitting in my truck like that, the elbow was spinning around it, so it wasn't really holding it. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll try it again, and then I'm gonna measure how tall, or like where I need to cut it in half. Honestly, it might hold it better now. I might not have to glue it. It's really loose though. I might have to get a bigger bolt. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I might have a bigger bolt here, I don't know. All right, so from the top of the elbow joint, probably 4.5 feet. We're going to cut it. Cut at 4.5 feet. So I looked. I don't have a bigger bolt on me. So I'm going to have to go back to Lowe's and get a bigger bolt, which is fine. Probably just like the next size up will work. Worst case, I can put something in that hold to hold it a little tighter. Maybe I might can put like a piece of tape or something in there to hold it. We'll see. All right. So from the top, let me see. Go ahead and put it out. 4.5 right there. Okay. On top of that elbow piece right there. It's right there. Let me get the Sharpay. Right here. So this piece is going to sit here, and then that 1-inch PVC pipe is going to come out of here, but I'm going to cut that too. It's not going to stick out that far. It's probably going to be like maybe 2-3 feet. Now we got this piece. I'm going to hammer it down a little bit more so it's in there. All right, so it's going to go like this in the truck with this piece coming out. So pretend that's in the truck. This is the truck. So this piece is going to sit here like that. Make sure I got it pretty much straight. I think that's as straight as it's going to get. I'm going to hammer this piece in. So that way when I travel, I just got this piece, and then this top piece will come apart. But yeah, so I actually got to do 2 things to this. I got to put the boat cleat on here, but I'm going to do that later. But we're going to put this 1-inch PVC pipe on here, and I'm going to see how far I want it to stick out. This is the arm that's going to hold my lights on. Let me see. Let me make sure I got everything out of the way so I can measure it to the full. So that's a foot. That's 2 feet. I might do 2.5 feet out. All right, it's about, just kind of eyeballing it. All right, so let me clean it up a little bit. So this end's going to get the cover like so. It's going to get like that, and that's going to sit in the center of it, and then this is going to sit closer to the back right here. We'll sit here in the center. There you go. All right. All right, I mean, I got it in there. It's going in there. I can twist it in there. It's fine. All right, so it's in there pretty good. You can see it looks like that. I'm gonna put it like this. Make sure it's on there good. So we'll sit here like this. So I can, I've got a new string of lights. You'll have already seen them before this video drops. But it will attach to this. It's another like point. So if like I don't have like enough trees to hang lights on, I can at least hang it on the tents, and then this will just be another point to hang on to. All right. Should be coming out the other side in a second. All right, so I don't mind leaving it like that far down, but you can see it came out the other side. I'm gonna put the screw on it, like so. All right, that's gonna hold. Let me make it a little straighter. Let me see. Boop. All right, cool. Sweet. So I got this part done. Stick it on the pole. Heck yeah. Make sure it's in there straight. Nice, nice. So this will stick in the truck, and this is going to hang out like so. I actually might cut it a little shorter. It's kind of long. I might leave it. We'll see. I'm hoping the hardware and stuff on the pole that goes up will hold enough to where it ain't. Well, it shouldn't go out like that because the tailgates or the trailer hitch is going to hold it. But yeah, yeah. So I can hang a light from here, and I can hang lights from here. If I really wanted to. So we're going to work on the other pole. All right. So for this one, I want to switch around and put the prettier side at the top. The side that didn't get cut. So I'm gonna put the cover on it. And I was going to originally put another eye bolt like at the top and one here or whatever, and so that way I can just hang my flag. But I did some research while I was in Lowe's getting my supplies, and I found a pulley system. So I'm gonna put the pulley up there. So that way I can put different like flags on there. I can do 2 flags at the same time. I'll show you with the dog clip, well, or bolt clip, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you how I can tie it to the rope to make it different sizes. All right. Sweet. All right, so I want to put it like so. I'm gonna mark it. I want it all the way up to the top. Some of it. There we go. Put that middle one in there first. Let me get it started first. this back on it. Put that through, like so. All right, so after cussing and fussing with it, I got the pin back in there, as you can see, and it's got the pulley. So I'm gonna add the rope to it. All right, so I got like a 50-foot rope. I'm gonna get the end of it and wrap it through. Well, attempt to get the end of it. All right, so I'm gonna run it through like that so it will sit on here, so you can see it'll pulley up my flag. So the rope is gonna sit like that in there. Let me scoot it down a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna put this this boat cleat off to the side of it, like right here, as best as I can get it off to the side. I might put it, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here so or somewhere where I can reach it. I might scoot it down a little further right there. But yeah, I want it to be long enough where it'll go down, but I'll probably put a little extra on there as well. So I'm gonna get that laid out and cut and all that. So let's get going on that. All right, so I'm gonna get it laid out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kind of lay it out where I kind of want it, like kind of eyeball it, and then I'm going to put the little dog tags in there, so that way I know how much to put on it. So I'll show you how I'm gonna put the dog tags on the rope. I'm not gonna like lay it out on like how I would have a flag on there. But see, like you wanna take your rope and loop it like so. I don't know if you can see. Loop it, and then you wanna put it at the bottom, through the bottom, and then through the top. Like that. So it will lay here like this, and you can put your flag up to it. All right, so it's gonna hold it like this. Put this in the trash, and then we will get the other part going. I kind of want it here, and then I can actually put the anchor like that in front of it, or kind of off to the side. So I'm probably just gonna get this much end of it. Hold on, let me get it this way. All right, so I got extra rope for camping if need be. I'm gonna burn this edge so it won't. As close as I can. All right. Sweet, I'm gonna get some E-tape and just E-tape it as well. So that way it don't undo itself or get caught up in the pulley system. Alrighty, so now it's like, it's really cool because I'm gonna put it up here. So now I got like extra if need be, and I have extra wrap around it, wrap around my boat cleat. All right. See if it's gonna go through. So let me get this fixed, and I'll show you what it looks like on the back of the truck. I wish I had a flag already to test it out, but I don't. I do. I got my pirate flag. I'll put my pirate flag on here too so we can see how it really looks like. All right, so for test purposes, I padded it. I actually might leave it padded. All right. The ultimate test. No, well, why isn't it not going? There it goes. No, let me, all right, let me go back to, let me fix this padding issue. Let's see how this works now. All right, there's the hole. What am I stuck on now? All right, let's try this again. All right, let's try it now. Okay. All right. Heck yeah. Look at that. Oh, I see. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is have this extra 1.5 inch PVC pipe, and I'm going to put it right here to hold it up to help take some of that weight off of it. Because right now it's putting all that weight right here on my trailer hitch. So I'm going to get another teeth thingy and do like that to hold it, to put some weight on this. All right, guys, we did it. So we ended up having to make the feet like this to make it stable. It's pretty stable. It ain't going anywhere. Like I'm shaking it, it ain't going anywhere. You can see that it is bolted into my trailer hitch. Then I got this as this leg is like a support system. They can make like just an extra support for that. Then you got the boat cleat to hold up the rope. Then you got that. You can hang a light here, and you can hang a light from here, or you can string light here and it to go out like as another like point to hang lights up. Then you got your flag. It's not straight right now, but it's a test run. All right, so since you saw how I built it and kind of saw how I put it together at the house, this is how I put it together while camping. So here is the bottom of the pole. As you can see, it's got the part that goes into the tailgate here. Then you also got this part that this goes into. So you can put it on the ground like so and stick it in there. And then you got it like this. And then since this ground isn't level and it's been holding it without the bolt through it, I still have the bolt for it, but since the ground isn't level, just it not being level is holding it in place. So like that. So it's in there pretty sturdy. So the next part is putting the upper half of the pole. So let's go get that one. All right, so here is the top half of it with the rope. So this was a newly added part to it. I did this part at the barbecue fest, but you can see at the top right here, I put a screw there and a washer right there to hold it so the rope doesn't come out. I've been having issues with that the past couple of times that I've been camping with it. So if you notice, you probably see me sitting there trying to like flip it back over, but now I don't have that problem because this screw's there. So we'll stick it on top of the bottom half right here. So it just slips on here like so. And there you go, you can raise it up. Like normally I put some weight behind it. Like I said, because I know my mic probably got squished on that one. And you just stick it in there and make sure your dog clips don't hit your truck. Normally I don't have these on there right from the get-go. But yeah, so it should be good to go. And then with the flag, we put the flag up there like this. I'm gonna make sure it's correct.
and it's not, and put it on the correct one like that. Then you put it on here, and then you just raise it up like any normal pulley system, like so. If the wind will work with me correctly. There you go, it's up at the top. And then that boat cleat holds it together like so. Boom. So your flag's good to go. So for the next part, I didn't do this when I was building it because I didn't want to drag all my lights out. But this is the arm that comes out for the lights. So you want to stick it here like so. And I normally put my little lantern light on the bottom part of it. So it's got a carabiner on it, and you just want to clip it right there. And it holds it pretty good, and you just want to, you turn it on, and it gives some good little throw of light in your little entrance to your campsite. And then I have hanging lights up at my campsite. I got this end of it with a carabiner, and it pops up like that. And the lights hang down, and then here is the plug for the lights. And I just run a drop cord and I'll plug the lights in like that. So yeah, voila. So like I said, I wanted a cool flagpole for my campsite. And it is a little over 10 feet tall, as you can tell. But I also wanted to make it like more than a flagpole. I wanted to use it for some, other stuff like hanging lights on. I can also hang my towel over it as well after I shower and things like that. So if you want to build your own PVC pipe flagpole light pole, just follow my instructions. You can add to it, you can take away from it. If you just want the flagpole, don't put the T-joint there, just do a normal joint. Like I said before while building it, the reason why I did it in half, because it's a 10-foot pole. I did it in half so it fits in the back of my truck, and it's not 10 extra 5 feet hanging out the back of my truck. So it works really well like that. I mean, you can make it as tall as you want to. You can make it as short as you want to. I wouldn't recommend going maybe 12 feet. I wouldn't really go any taller. But you can make it as short as you want to. Also, if it's not windy, like lately here at camp, it's not been that windy. I don't have to put a flag. I don't even have to put that top half on. I can just leave the bottom half just for my lights and to hang my towel on and hang whatever else I want to on it. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's awesome. I like it. So leave a comment if you have any questions about it. Have any more ideas I can add to it, things like that. Also leave me a comment if y'all have come up with anything like this. I would like to hear from y'all and see what y'all have come up with. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if y'all would greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, you can see some of our cool Wild Adventures merch. And in the description below, there's a link to our merch shop where you can get some cool camping t-shirts, and you can also get the Rocky the Raccoon t-shirt. If you go to Facebook, you can send us a message where you can get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or Wild Adventures holographic sticker. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to your channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.